For all of you fans of the popular sitcom Parks and Recreation, my friend and author Willson Holladay has just the perfect book for you to read. Holly, thanks for being here. Congrats on your book. How are you?
Thank you, Blake, for having me. I'm excellent, and I'm so excited to be here today talking about the book.
Well, we're excited to have you. Okay, so just give me the setup of what this book is about.
Okay, this book is, as it's titled, Parks and Recreation, is about the sitcom that aired on NBC for 7 years in the late aughts, early 2010s. And essentially is about the way that it really encapsulates the moment in the culture when it aired. So thinking about politics and identity and the way that TV as a medium changed and how we engaged with the television shows we really liked. All of that, there was a lot happening during that era. And Parks is a really great way to think about how all of those different things come together.
I love it. I love it. All right, so your book is a part of this thing called the TV Milestone Series.
Yes.
Tell me what that means.
So this is a series that Wayne State University Press puts out, and it essentially takes all sorts of things that we think about as these really foundational television series, and every author chooses one, and you make a case for why it should be considered a television milestone. And so overall, the overall argument of the book is looking at how that happens through the series.
Okay. Now, how did the journey of writing this book for you begin?
That is a really funny question, and the answer is by accident.
Okay.
And so I was at an academic conference, and they have these book rooms set up with all of the different academic presses, and I was on the way to a meeting with another academic press to talk about a different book idea, and I was running early because I'm always running early. And I was walking around the room, and I saw the press that I ended up publishing with had a table there and had books from this series out, and I was like, wait a minute. I think that I can write about this.
Yeah.
I think this is something I can do. It felt really manageable, and I was really excited about the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I know that you said there's a lot involved with this book. So
Yes.
tell me about the different themes that are present within the writing.
So as I mentioned a second ago, I talk a lot about politics whenever the show was on. And so the series was born out of the 2008 presidential election cycle between Barack Obama and John McCain and all of the partisanship that came out of that. And the series is actually contained entirely within Barack Obama's presidency. And so you can think about all of these political issues that are happening on a national scale, and we see how they're reflected on like a much more micro level in Parks and Rec. I talk about that. I talk about fandom and all of the ways that fans of the series have been clever on social media. And then off social media, when you think about something like Galentine's Day, where you get all of your girlfriends together on February 13th to celebrate ladies loving ladies brunch style. So several different themes that come out in the show.
Okay, very good. Now, obviously there's so many amazing sitcoms out there in the entirety of TV. So why Parks and Rec over maybe some other options out there?
I love that question, and the answer is twofold, really. Number one, the show Parks is so important to me and special to me personally. It was on when I was in graduate school, which was a really tough time. Anybody who's been to graduate school knows that. And so it was nice to be able to come home on Thursday nights and watch something and like go to Pawnee and just escape for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was really personal, but also I thought, it really, as I talked about a second ago, there just is no better series to me that captures what television as a medium is like, how we engage with it, how we watch it, how we sort of talk to other fans, as well as culturally what's going on in terms of politics and some other issues than Parks. And so I thought it was a perfect thing to explore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who love Parks and Rec as much as you do, or maybe even those that are just a little bit into the show, what are they gonna love most about this book, and what are they gonna get out of it?
I think that the thing that they're gonna love the most is, as a couple of my friends who have read it have said to me, it is like a walk down memory lane. Obviously it's an academic book, so I think one thing you can get out of it is like maybe feeling a little bit smarter, hopefully.
Okay.
Like you've learned something. But more than that, it is, I think, whenever you really love a television series, getting to spend time with it and being able to remember specific scenes. There's screenshots in there, so from particular images from particular scenes, and so being able to reflect on those. I think it's, for an academic book especially, I think it's a super enjoyable read.
All right, I'm super excited for this. Okay, so here is a physical copy of this book. If someone else out there watching this wants a copy, how do they get one?
You can order it anywhere you order your books. I would prefer if you purchased it from the press directly. It's Wayne State University Press in Detroit, Michigan. They have a website there where you can order the book, but you can get it at any sort of book retailer, independent, or you can request it from your local library.
Okay, all right. So excited for you. Parks and Recreation by Willson Holladay. Go and get your copy today. Holly, thank you so much.
Thank you, Blake.